The Queen Motor Spares Tarkastad 400, round 7 of the Bankford Off-Road Championship, got underway with an expo in Queenstown in the Eastern Cape, which was well supported by crews en route to Tarkastad. 8 o'clock and the moment of truth finally arrived with Weir, Smith and Minute first away in the Jimco, followed 28 seconds later by Hrobler and Leek in the Nissan hardbody. De Villiers and Jordan had over 3 minutes to make up on the leaders and had Woolwich and Scholtheimer only 2 seconds behind them at the start. Relying on the Nissan's blindingly fast acceleration, De Villiers immediately opened up a gap on the Ford. It was a case of no quarter asked or given from the multiple Bankford touring car champion as he disappeared into the distance. Nashua Mobile racing pair Dowson and Rutherford were 5th early on in the race. Atangmacher Khaneni and Alex Alley were 6th in the V6 powered Sam Racing Jimco, over 4 minutes behind race leaders Weir, Smith and Minute. Barbers Pond 500 winners Reinecker and Houghton have not had the best of seasons and have devoted much of their time to developing the new Castrol Toyota Land Cruiser to its full potential. Corbett and Moore won Class D on the Caledon 400 in the very quick Isuzu and were hoping for a repeat win. Behind them, Harvey and Stone and Breckler and Kilburn were battling it out from 9th place. Terence Marsh and Trevor Eyre had moved up place in the Nashua Mobile Jimco and relegated Foss and Griffith to 12th on the road. At the front of the field, Weir, Smith and Minute in the BMW 540 powered Jimco and Hrobler and Leek in the Nissan hardbody were locked in a no-holds-barred battle, with the 2 crews separated by mere seconds. De Villiers and Jordan were on a charge in the second factory-entered Class T Nissan hardbody, but they too were locked in battle with Woolwich and Scholtheimer in the Ford Racing Ranger. Sit back and enjoy the onboard action from the Nissan and the Ford. An hour into the race and the lead had changed. The Nissan was now ahead of the Jimco, but only just. Weir, Smith had wrong slotted and Hrobler nipped by into the lead. Corbett and Moore had matters well under control in Class D, but could not afford to relax their pace because Foss and Griffiths were still very much in the hunt. The De Bruyn father and son, who were 17th overall and 9th in the production vehicle category in the Toyota Hilux, held the Class E lead. Richard Carolyn and Scott Abram were the lone entry in Class F and were having a steady run in the O'Hagan's Coppenong Hotel Super Team Jeep and had made up 2 places. Special Vehicle Championship hopefuls Marcus Taylor and Marcus Shalane were 21st overall in the Truck Time JRE and well ahead of the rest of the Class B contenders. With Frickie Buerter not making the start, Nick Gosler and Glenn Stain only had to finish to win Class S, but this was not to be. They eventually retired with brake problems. After 90 minutes, Hannes Hrobler and Richard Leek were in the lead in the Nissan hardbody, but there was still the ever-present threat of Weir, Smith and Minute. The Super Team pair had dropped a few seconds on the Nissan, but were way ahead of their nearest rivals in the special vehicle category. Woolwich and Scholtheimer won this event last year and were hoping for a repeat win, which would put them into an unassailable lead in the championship. But De Villiers and Jordan had other ideas. The onboard footage from the cockpit of the Ford and Nissan tells its own story. miscalculation here on the part of Woolwich, but what a roller coaster ride. Still on board the Ford Racing Ranger as Makakhaneri powers past and Woolwich drops another place. Krobler and Leek passed through the service point at the Tarkastad showgrounds without stopping. Weir, Smith and Minute decided on a similar servicing strategy, preferring to chase the leading Nissan hardbody. De Villiers had no choice but to stop.
The wiper doesn't work and we can't see in the mud. It's a bit of a problem. So we had to stop to rectify the wiper motor. You got to go.
There were problems too for Makakhaneri and Sally. Valuable time was lost as the service crew tried to get the wheel off. Reineke and Harton elected not to stop either, while in the Nashua Mobile Racing Pit there was gourmet fare on hand for the crews.
Don't feed animals.
There were problems in the Foss pit. A torsion bar mounting had broken on the Nissan, but it was decided that he nursed the vehicle to the finish rather than waste time in the pits. The PlayStation Pajero pit.
We ran very low fuel because it's a rough route, and we thought a little bit of fuel, less weight, can go faster, so it's working.
Bad news for the Isuzu team. Corbett was out of the race.